The video opens with a clean Ubuntu terminal. Before enforcing any Kubernetes policy, the environment must be pristine. Micro K8s is uninstalled to remove residual state from earlier experiments. We're rebuilding a secure cluster from zero and adding Kyverno in minutes. Historical note: Kubernetes PodSecurityPolicy (PSP) was deprecated in Kubernetes 1.2.25. Why now? Clusters need admission control that's simple, policy-driven, and future-proof. Kyverno fills that gap. The engineer reinstalls Micro K8s and enables core add-ons. On-screen logs show Kube API server components coming online. Kyverno is positioned as the policy brain of the cluster, but it relies on these foundational services. Viewers see the environment prepare namespaces and kube system pods, evidence that the foundation is ready for policy layers. The terminal runs the Bootstrap script inside deploy, Micro K8's bootstrap.sh. Commands enable DNS, storage, and then deploy Kyverno via Helm or manifests. Pods appear in the Kyverno namespace. Kyverno admission controller, Kyverno background controller. Overlay text notes. Kyverno means govern in Greek, symbolizing policy governance in cloud-native infrastructure. Admission control shifted from static YAMLs to dynamic policy engines. Kyverno integrates natively with Kubernetes APIs. No sidecars required. The engineer shows PSA baseline.yaml. Namespaces are labeled with These labels activate pod security admission at the namespace level, defining minimal safe defaults. Kyverno complements this by offering higher-order rules such as requiring run as non-root or denying privileged mode. As YAML is applied, the terminal confirms successful creation. Inside the baseline namespace, an example deployment spins up an nginx pod from secure deploy nginx deploy.yaml. Kyverno policies audit the specs silently. Smooth admission, no violations are logged. Behind the scenes, no host path, no privileged containers, mandatory security context. Before Kyverno, enforcing these conditions required complex open policy agent Rego code. Kyverno translated that need into declarative YAML. A new test pod is created with intentionally bad security settings. Immediately, Kyverno denies the request. The error message prints in the terminal, privileged containers are not allowed. The narrator pauses on this moment, the visual proof that the policy is active. Why now? As organizations adopt GitOps pipelines, automatic rejection of insecure specs prevents human error from ever reaching production. The engineer edits the manifest, removing the privileged flag and adding, the pod is reapplied. This time, Kyverno admits it successfully. Logs show clean admission. This section demonstrates both the preventive and educational aspects of policy enforcement. Developers learn secure defaults by failing fast. KubeXTL Get Policy Reports displays a summary of applied rules. Each rule is marked pass or fail. The narration explains how these reports can feed CI/CD dashboards or security audits, creating measurable compliance metrics. Compliance that teaches, not punishes. The screen fades to a terminal prompt with all pods in running state. Kyverno provides the missing bridge between Kubernetes flexibility and real-world security standards. It's declarative, observable, and maintainable, core traits of modern DevSecOps. From PSP deprecation to Kyverno's rise, policy enforcement evolved from an afterthought to an engineering discipline. With container adoption at scale, baseline security is no longer optional, it's expected.